While cleaning, a janitor slipped and accidentally broke an antique teapot belonging to the homeowners. She thought the porcelain wasn't worth much, but when she went to the cleaning company to confess, the manager gave her both good news and bad news. The good news was that the homeowners had already gone on an overseas trip and wouldn't be back for 6 months. The bad news was that the antique teapot she had broken was from China, a relic from the Tang dynasty, and its value was astronomical. Even if she sold everything her ancestors had owned for 8 generations, she still couldn't afford to pay for it. Hearing this, Laura was thunderstruck. She looked at the room keys on the table, and a wicked idea instantly crossed her mind. She opened every door in the villa, then lay down comfortably on the homeowner's bed, looking at the expensive clothes in the closet and then at her own poor, shabby reflection in the mirror. She put on those luxurious outfits without a second thought. Then she burned her old, tattered clothes and transformed herself into the lady of the house. Laura figured that since she couldn't afford to pay anyway, she might as well take over the place and enjoy the life of the rich for a while. When she got hungry, she went to the kitchen and took out the kind of steak only rich people usually eat, along with a bottle of 1982 Chateau Lafite Rothschild. To make the villa feel more like her own home, she tore down all the homeowners' photos and redecorated the house exactly the way she wanted. But after just 2 days of this life, she was interrupted by an unexpected knock at the door. Laura thought the homeowners had returned early and nervously went to answer it. When she opened the door, she found a young man asking for directions. As they were talking, the young man's girlfriend suddenly screamed. It turned out that his girlfriend, Charlotte, was pregnant and about to give birth immediately. With no other choice, Laura had to invite them inside. The situation was urgent, so Laura clumsily helped deliver the baby. Luckily, the baby was born healthy. Looking at the newborn infant in her arms, Laura's emotions ran deep. Having never experienced anything like this before, she felt something she hadn't felt in a long time, a sense of home. At over 50 years old, she had no children of her own. This young couple suddenly appearing before her eased her lonely heart. With that, she decided to make this feeling her own as well. She cheerfully found baby and maternity supplies for them. Using the fact that the girl needed to recover after giving birth, she invited the young family to stay for a while, even saying they could stay as long as they wanted. Seeing this, the young man gladly agreed. During dinner, Laura subtly asked about the young man and his girlfriend Charlotte's family background. She learned that the young man's name was Nick, and that he and Charlotte had both grown up as orphans. They had no steady jobs and could barely afford food and housing. Hearing this, Laura was overjoyed. Pretending to be the homeowner, she invited them to stay long-term, even generously offering to cover their expenses. Nick excitedly told his girlfriend the good news. The two could barely contain their joy, naively believing they had found a wealthy benefactor and dreaming of a better life ahead. What they didn't know was that the rich lady in their minds was actually just a janitor secretly living in someone else's villa. In the days that followed, Charlotte took care of the baby, Nick handled the heavy work around the villa, and Laura played the role of a housewife, preparing 3 meals a day for the family. But soon, their peaceful life was interrupted once again.